My name is Stan Lyles, and I am a Vice President of United Healthcare Workers West, and I am also a steward at my facility at Northridge Hospital Medical Center. I'm a respiratory care practitioner, but most of all, brothers and sisters, I'm a member with a voice, a rank and file member of UHW SEIU.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I came in contact with the Teamsters was we were doing a contract campaign in Sacramento, California. And we took a break from our negotiations because there was a demonstration outside the Capitol. And so we all went out there to join the demonstration, and there was our Teamsters brothers and sisters out there on the picket line. And so we, being healthcare workers, we're being polite. We're carrying our picket signs, walking around in a circle around the building, and all of a sudden the door opens up and the bosses come out the building. Well, we're healthcare workers. We kind of move into the side and let the bosses pass by. But our Teamsters brother says, oh, no, no, no. You will not disrespect our picket line. So they physically took their bodies and made a chain and made sure the bosses went all the way around the picket line into the street. And I looked across the street, and there was the Sacramento Police Department sitting right there and didn't even budge. I said, I got to get to know these brothers. And who would have known 4 years later, I have the privilege and the honor to represent United Healthcare Workers West, to be here tonight to talk to my brothers and sisters of the Teamsters of TDU.
Yeah.
You know, we're in the same struggle. You know, we have an international union that's trying to take our voice away. They're trying to do whatever they can to stop the members from having a say in their locals. You know, before we became United Healthcare Workers, I was from Southern California, and my local was Local 399. And there was a local in Northern California called Local 250. We came together as one union, but before we came together, we talked for about a year about how we wanted to form one healthcare union for the state of California. It took us, like I say, about a year of negotiation among both groups to see how we wanted to come together. Then we took a vote. We went to every single member in Southern California of every facility and allowed them to vote whether they wanted to join this big union or not. And then they did the same thing in Northern California. Well, we voted overwhelmingly in Southern California to join 250, and 250 took the vote to join with us, so we became UHW. But we had a say in that. It was our choice. Now the international union is saying that, well, guess what? We're going to have this pool voting. You know what I mean? You know, we wanted to be able just to take you over at will. And we say, that's wrong, that's not right. It should be the members having a say in the direction of their own union. Reason why I have this nice shirt on today, I'm proud to wear my colors just like my brothers and sisters are proud to wear theirs. But we're having a contract campaign for 2008. And in our contract campaign, we're telling the members that, you know, we are the union. We are the ones that are going to have a say in our contract. We're the ones that are going to sit at the table with the boss and tell them what we want and what we don't want. We refuse to let the international union to come in and make backdoor deals with the corporation to undermine our membership. We said no way. Brothers and sisters, I'm sure you probably have the same thing. We had a Tenet campaign where the international union came in, tried to make a deal to outsource over 10% of our membership. When we found out about that they had made this backdoor deal, our members got up in arms, and we kicked up such a storm that they had to back down off of that. We took the negotiations out of the hands of the international and put it back in the hands of the members. And we knew that we were going to be in a battle for our lives. Now comes up with Catholic Healthcare West. We found out that the International Union had dissolved our Unity Council, which was, we had several locals that worked for the same employer throughout different parts of the state, California, Nevada. We had one Unity Council. Well, the International dissolved it, okay? Then they tried to take over our bargaining. A few months ago, the International actually walked into our bargaining session in Oakland, California. The bosses were in the other room. It's about 100 of us inside the room negotiating with the bosses. We represent 14,000 workers at 34 facilities in California. We asked the International, no, we told the International that they had to leave. And we didn't resume our negotiations until they left. They were there all of 5 minutes before we shouted them out of the room. But what I wanted to tell you, the bosses were in the other room. Okay, the bosses were in the other room. They heard that. They've been dragging their feet about negotiations. So when the bosses came into the room, they act like they didn't know what was going on. But we turned to the bosses and we said that you will negotiate with us and not with the International. Because we believe in UHW that it's a member-driven union. If we're the ones that have to pay the dues, if we're the ones that have to do all the work, then we're the ones that are going to call the shots. Yeah. But Catholic Healthcare West was still dragging their feet. So our members said, we're going to take a vote. We voted as members to tell Catholic Healthcare West that if you don't give us what we want, we're going to shut down the whole state. They thought we were joking. They were hoping that SEIU International will have us in trusteeship so they can make that backdoor deal. We had a hearing in San Mateo, and we had nearly 8,000 members that show up. Well, right after that, CHW says, come back to the bargaining table, let's talk. They didn't talk just because we were pretty. They didn't talk because we were nice. They talked because the people had spoken and said that you will not take our voice away, that you will deal with us, and you will deal with us alone. And I'm proud to stand here to say that just about 2 weeks ago, we concluded one of the best contracts, the second best contract in the whole United States of America. And what I'm saying is today is that it has to be, unions have to be member driven. You understand? The members have to be the ones that stay in control of the union. We have to use any means necessary, as Brother Malcolm says, to do what we need to do to make sure that we, the people, keep control of the power within our unions. It can no longer be a top-down decision-making process. It has to be a bottom-up. And I say, brothers and sisters, in my closing, shame on the international unions for trying to make backdoor deals to undermine their workers. Shame on these international unions who are cutting deals behind our backs just to be able to negotiate to bring in a few more workers into the workplace without standards. And brothers and sisters, I say shame on you and shame on me if we continue to allow this to happen and not speak up.